In preparation for Thursday's class, please define ectotherm, appendages, and cartilaginous. To begin our study of the animal kingdom, we will be looking at the three specific types of ectothermic vertebrates, these being fish, amphibians, and reptiles. An animal whose body temperature depends on its surrounding environment is an ectotherm. Ectotherm is a cold-blooded animal whose body temperature fluctuates with the temperature of its environment. So if it's cold outside, the body temperature of the animal will be cold. Three types of ectothermic vertebrates are fishes, amphibians, and reptiles. More than 25,000 species of fish in the waters of the world make up three classes: bony, cartilaginous, and jawless fishes. Bony fishes have a skeleton made of bones. Cartilaginous fish have a skeleton composed of cartilage rather than bones. So what is in our nose and what our ears are made of? As the name implies, jawless fishes, such as the hagfish and the lamprey, have no jaws. This is a hagfish. Notice it doesn't have a jaw like what we're used to seeing in a parrotfish or a barracuda. These fish do not have hardened bones and are not true vertebrates, since they have no vertebrae. All fishes have appendages called fins. Fins are named by their location on the fish. Jawless fish lack paired fins, so they don't have the fins on the sides of their bodies like what we're used to seeing. A fish's shape helps it to live successfully in its environment. Shapes include depressed, compressed, torpedo, sphere or box, ribbon, and rod. Most fishes lay eggs in the water. However, some sharks carry their eggs internally, which means inside of them, or give birth to live young. Generally, fishes are covered with scales. Some scales actually have growth rings that scientists examine to estimate the age of fish, just like scientists can examine the rings of a tree to tell how old a tree is. Fishes breathe with gills, which enable them to obtain oxygen from the water. Their fins provide balance and directional movement. Amphibians are a class of animals defined by their metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is the change in form or the change in character. Early in life, they use gills to breathe. As they transition, lungs take the place of gills to allow amphibians to live on land. Even on land, many still need moisture in order to absorb oxygen through their skin. Three common amphibians are frogs, toads, and salamanders. In this picture, you can see the stages of development of a frog, how they progress from being eggs, tadpoles, to frogs. The skin of both salamanders and frogs is smooth and moist. Toads, however, have dry, rough skin. Both frogs and toads lay their eggs in water. Frogs' eggs are typically found in clusters, whereas toad eggs are in chains. Salamanders are tailed amphibians that generally live and lay eggs in or near water. Reptiles are identified by scaly, waterproof skin. Snakes, turtles, tortoises, crocodiles, alligators, and lizards are all reptiles. Many live in or near water. However, most reptiles cannot breathe underwater. Most lay their eggs on land, but Some unusual species produce live offspring. Evidence of reptile diversity is apparent on every continent except Antarctica. I wonder why. Just a reminder for tomorrow's class, please have these 3 following terms defined and ready to present. I will be asking for them in the morning. This will be worth a homework mark.